Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopijana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Brajjana Ranjana, Jaya Yashodanandana, Jaya Brajjana Ranjana, Jaya Yamunatiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamunatiravanachari, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha, Jaya Girivaradhari, Jaya Girivaradhari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Jai, Shri Radha Girdhari Bhagwan ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Hare Krishna. So how's everybody doing? I would like to hear everyone. Are you guys happy?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
That's very good. Some more, some more. This is not enough.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
I need to sing.
So far, breathing, Prabhuji.
So far breathing. so far breathing, so you're happy. But devotee is not breathing, also happy, you know. Jai, Jai. Very nice. Very nice to see all of you. And we'll now start with our program, which is the beginner's program. Well, it's hardly a beginner's program because I find so much inspiration and in this interactive discussion. The only difference is this, that because it is beginner's program, it is very interactive. So if you, those who are new, if you think you're going to sleep, you are not going to sleep because we'll make everyone be active, you know. Yes, we're in the business of inspiring. What are we in the business of?
Inspiring.
Yes.
Inspiring.
So what are we inspiring people to become? What are
Devotee.
devotee? Yeah, yeah. Okay, good, very good. What? We've got few new people here. I can see. Path, try. What are you trying to become? Make people become?
Prabhuji, successful both materially. Yes, successful both materially and spiritually.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I see somewhere here Pranshu here. Is this Pranshu? Is it your son, Avinash? What happened to him? Are you all right? Pranshu, you are with us now. Haribol. He's there. He's there.
I am Prabhuji.
Yeah. Oh, क्या बात हो गया आज? What happened to you, man? Yeah, you joined our group also, you know.
What's that, Prabhuji?
I said, so what do you think we're doing? We inspire people for what? You've been with us in the past. Were you inspired? No, what is it? So what do we inspire? What do we inspire people to become?
Prabhuji, I think more than anything else, we are, or at least your group is inspiring people to connect with God, connect with Krishna. That's why I've sort of waded my back into it.
Okay.
Material success and stuff doesn't concern me as much.
Wow. You're becoming a sadhu now. Very nice. Good to hear. Family is all right? Your daughter is all right?
Everyone's good, Prabhuji. Everything's all good on this end.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, very nice. So who else is here now? Priyanka, what do you think? What do we do? Are you there with us? What are we inspiring people to become? Are we there? Oh, okay. We'll come back to you later. Divyansh, are you there with us?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, tell me.
Prabhuji, you've said a lot of time. Sorry, Prabhuji?
Yes. What are we inspiring people to become?
Preachers of the future.
Teachers of the future. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Prachi, we got, Pradhan Gopika Mother is also here. What's happening, Avinash? Yes, are you there with us? What do you think, Mother?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I think we're inspiring people to be first-class devotees.
First-class devotees.
Yes.
All of you are giving very devotional answers. Okay, very good, very good. Anandji, what do you think?
Krishna conscious and happy.
Krishna was happy. He's a little practical there, you know. Very nice, very nice. Thank you. Mukund, are you there with us?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Tell me, what are we trying to make? What are we trying to make you?
Somebody to become a good Krishna conscious devotee, to apply Krishna consciousness.
Yes, all are philosophers, man. Big philosophers. Thank you. Mayuresh, what do you think, Mayuresh?
Prabhuji, we are inspiring people to become to find the truth.
Okay.
That is, I'm talking about from my experience.
Okay.
So and become Krishna consciousness.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Who's there in the middle? Vimlesh, are you there?
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Nice to see you, Vimlesh. Tell me, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good. So what are we trying to inspire people to become what in our programs? What do you think?
I think we inspire people to have good moral education.
Moral education. Yeah, good. You're very close. Very nice. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And who's here? I don't know this. I could see a gentleman there. It's OPPO A5S. Oppo. They're blanked out now. We can't see their face, but I don't know who they are. Would you like to introduce yourself, please? Okay.
I've invited some people, Prabhu, so I don't know who is that. I have to ask. So
Okay.
Maybe...
Okay, no problem. All right, we continue. Very good. All of your answers are very good, but it's not that high and lofty, you know. Our answer is very simple answer. And because very simple answer, it will shock you, you know. In fact, you'll become very upset if you hear this. So that's why I take this class, you know, the beginners program class only I take. I'm very, very touchy to give it to anybody else, you know. To be honest with you, in all honesty, we are trying to make you human beings. That's what I want to be. That's what I'm saying. All right, I'm doing that. I don't know what you guys are getting. You think you're becoming devotees, you're Krishna conscious, philosophers, all this, moral education. Very good. All this is absolutely right. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to become a human being and trying to make you guys human beings. Right. That's the truth. You don't like it, don't like it. Have a glass of 2 whiskey and go to sleep. But this is a fact. And when you become human beings, then slowly we will talk about God and God realization. Otherwise, the mind is somewhere, we are here, mind is somewhere, we're speaking something else. This is what it says. You're saying something, thinking something, acting something. And it is not your fault because that's what everybody does around you. And in that, how do we bring Bhagavatam philosophy in our lives? See, my Guru Maharaj, when Maharaj were about to depart from this world, so in Panvel, Maharaj inaugurated the project, and just at the end, fag end, Maharaj could not even breathe, It was impossible for Maharaj to leave the bed, hospital, but still we left. And Maharaj left. We were there in Panvel project. Maharaj inaugurated the project, and Maharaj at that time, with a lot of breathing difficulty, Maharaj gave last instructions. And in that one instruction Maharaj gave, saying that this Srimad Bhagavatam knowledge will save humanity. Maharaj said that general mass of people will not be interested in this philosophy. So you will have to do extra. So you study thoroughly to the best of your ability, and you give practical realizations to the masses. Otherwise, the masses are not going to be interested. So that's what we are doing. And there's a big process. I was discussing in the previous program, it's a process. And the first process is that we have to, first of all, make people into human beings. We're making them first-class human beings, not second-class human beings. So what is the difference? What is the difference between first-class, second-class, and third-class human beings? You know this. I've mentioned this before. Anybody remembers this? A third-class human being is that person who knows something is wrong, it will not help you, but still he will do it. Yeah, he sees other people are suffering, but still he wants to do and suffer. Punah punah charvita charvananam. 5-year-old child, Prahlad Maharaj, he was 5-year-old, like a flower, young flower, son of a demoniac father, Hiranyakashipu. He said this. The whole world is chewing the chewed, doing the same thing again and again, earning money, making big houses, becoming rich, becoming prosperous, growing old, and dying. But they don't know why they are alive. The same people who are so rich, so prosperous, so professional, we call it, they do not do anything without knowing where they are going to go. If you tell them, I want to meet you, what for? What for you want to meet me? Okay, only if it matches, then you meet me. So that means that you don't waste your time. But the same people who tell them, hey, why are you alive? Why were you born? They don't waste my time. I don't know. Nobody knows. It's not nobody knows. You don't know. So that is called third-class people. Third class. Second-class people are those who do commit mistakes and they learn from their mistakes. First-class people are those who learn from others' mistakes. And that's what we want you to become. The rest everything is only fluff. Then if you are inspired, then you will inspire others. So we are in the business of inspiring. Today is Father's Day, isn't it? Father's Day. Every day is Father's Day, rascals. Not just today. Hey, Father, today, Father's Day, Father's Day. Hey, baby, hey, Father's Day, Father's Day. The father also, and the father also a fool. He says, thank you very much, he says. If another father would say, man, it's only one day you is Father's Day, every day is Father's Day. You rascal, I feed you every day. Do I feed you only one day or what? You know? No. Because the whole world is made up of fools and rascals. All rascals, number one. So everybody are animals. That we want to make them first class. So learn from others' mistakes. You will never go wrong. That's why you keep your eyes and ears open. Learn from everywhere. But it should fit into our system of understanding. Not whimsically, we learn from everybody. And that is what we are teaching, how to fit into a system. That's it. Nothing else. Simple as that. No complications. Is it okay? So what are we teaching you? Come on, take initiative and speak. Don't make me ask you.
To become human beings.
To become human beings.
First class human beings.
First class human beings. And what is the designation of first class human beings?
Learn from other people's mistakes.
Learn from everybody, but what did I say last? The most important thing I said, it should fit into our line of understanding. Not everyone. Otherwise, you'll learn from all rascals also. Of course, we can learn from rascals too, cheaters also. But there is a way. Devotee is always fox. There's a Bengali proverb which says, Krishna re bhaje sevara chatur. All right. That means those who worship Krishna is smart, like a fox. You know? So be careful. I also cheat you. Don't think I'll not. I'm also a fox. All right. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki Jai, Nitai Gaur Chanda Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Now, who remembers what we were discussing last week? Who's an intelligent person? Can you know? Where had we come to? Forget it. I know you guys go to sleep and then next week again fresh. Tell me more. Prabhuji, I'm ready for this. Oh, well, here we go. Now, who would like to be taking the lead and speaking today, please? Who would like to read today?
I can read, Prabhuji. Hello.
Very nice, Priyanka. Okay, good to hear. All right, so I'll now open this for you, the sharing, and read from here. So we are here with saying, yes, right? Please continue.
Bob. Yeah, Bob, then you must be the best devotee. Srila Prabhupada, the thing is that even the best devotee, when he preaches, comes to the second class platform of a devotee. Bob, what would the best devotee be doing? Srila Prabhupada, the best devotee does not preach. Bob, what does he do? Srila Prabhupada, he sees that there is no need of preaching. For him, everyone is a devotee. Yes, he sees no more non-devotees, all devotees.
Bob laughs heartily.
Bob laughs heartedly. Yes, he sees no more non-devotees, all devotees. He is called an Uttama Adhikari. But while I am preaching, how can I say I am the best devotee? Just like Radharani, she does not see anyone as a non-devotee. Therefore, we try to approach Radharani.
Just go a bit slow, Priyanka, because others may not have very good Wi-Fi, or internet connection. So slightly slow.
Okay.
All right.
Bob, who is this? Srila Prabhupada, Radharani, Krishna's concert. Bob, Srila Prabhupada, if anyone approaches Radharani, she recommends to Krishna, here is the best devotee. He is better than me, and Krishna cannot refuse him. That is the best devotee. But it is not to be imitated. I have become the best devotee. Ishware tad, a second class.
No, please read.
ईश्वरे तद् अधिनिषु बलिशेषु द्वेषत्सु स प्रेमा मैत्री कृपोपकृषे य करोति सा मध्यमा. A second class devotee.
Bhagavatam, Canto 11.
Srimad Bhagavatam 11.2.46.
Very good.
A second class devotee has the vision that some are envious of God, but this is not the vision of the best devotee. The best devotee sees nobody is envious of God. Everyone is better than me. Just like Chaitanya Charitamrita's author, Krishna Das Kaviraj, he says, I am lower than the worm in the stool.
Yes, just
Bob?
one second. All right, so by nature, a person, when he is at the highest stage of love for Krishna, love for God, the purpose of human existence is only one. That is to love God. That's it. There is no second reason for human existence, or any existence for that matter. Okay? Now, there's only one purpose of existence, that is to love God. That is what we are trying to achieve. Then when we have achieved that love, at that stage, one does not really bother to see if somebody else is devotee or not. Because preaching is generally done at a lower stage of consciousness. Why is it so? A lower state of consciousness? Anyone can guess? Why is it so?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Prabhu, I think that it's because to preach, you need to first have this in your mind that you know more than the person you're preaching to, maybe.
That's right. That's obvious. That's true. You have to think that you know better. You know better. That's correct. You think others don't know. You see, that is a problem. Another thing is this, that when you are preaching, you are not exactly preaching to liberated souls. You are preaching to rascals and fools. Sorry, I'm not saying you are a rascal and fool. I'm also a rascal and fool. I'm also preaching to myself. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is this, that you don't preach to sadhus, do you? No. You preach to people who are non-sadhus and make them into sadhus, devotees. So, with this, there are people's thinking are different. You say something, they interpret something else. Everything is different. Everything thinks differently. So it's very hard when you're trying to concentrate with one attention on bhakti to Krishna. It's very hard to focus there. At the same time, you have got people around you who are thinking different, acting different and all that, Because we all think differently. Is it not so?
Yes.
I used to do one exercise, in these programs. I'll do exercise now also with all of you. Let's do one thing. If you can close your eyes and listen to what I'm trying to say. Okay, just close your eyes. Put your shoulders down nicely. Breathe nicely from your stomach, not from your chest. And as you're breathing, listen to me. I want you to visualize yourself that you are in a tropical paradise. You are lying and you are in the tropical paradise. Just be there, enjoy the moment, keep your eyes closed. Okay, now you can open. Now you tell me, what did you see? Anyone can please tell me, what did you see?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yeah, Prabhu, I saw a river, like
River.
water flowing nearby, like water
River.
flowing, yeah. Soft green grass, shade of trees, and and beautiful fragrance in the air is what I saw.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, others please. What do you see?
Same, Prabhuji.
You saw the same thing?
Yes, Prabhu.
What did you see? Will you describe please?
Fragrance in the air
Yes.
and shades of tree and sunshine sunshine hitting on my skin.
Yes, sunshine hitting your skin. But where were you?
Tropical forest.
You were in the forest.
Yes.
Yes. And what kind of trees did you see?
Sorry, Prabhu.
What kind of trees did you see?
A long trees, Prabhu.
Long trees?
Yes.
How far were they from you?
It's in Himachal, thousands of kilometers away.
Yeah, no. But how far away the trees were from you?
Oh, how far away? Quite far.
Quite far. Okay. All right. Thank you. Oh, we got Ram Rao joining us. Hare Krishna. Is he matching you, Parth? Where were the trees? Far away or close by?
Probably close by. I was lying under them.
Like you were lying under the trees, right? So
Yeah.
a bit difference there. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Abhiram Prabhu. Nice to see you. Yes, Hare Krishna. What else? And anybody else, please? Where were you? Please tell me. What did you visualize?
Hare Krishna Guruji, I also saw the forest and trees around me.
Yes. What else did you see?
Hello?
Yes. What else did you see? What else did you experience?
I only see forest and I was feeling happy because there is a tree near me.
Okay.
So I just saw that tree.
Good.
Imagine that tree. You know.
Good. Good. Very good. Very good. Mahesh, what do you see?
Prabhuji, I was on the beach. It was
Beach.
a long beach with the trees, and it was sun was setting.
Sun was setting.
And yes, but Prabhuji, the view was like it was like a third person view, like
You could see yourself.
yes, Prabhuji, like I couldn't see myself, but I just visualized the tropical island, and I'm being there, but I was viewing the place from above, like.
Okay. Great stuff. Great stuff. Anandji, what do you see?
I couldn't see anything.
Okay.
And heard your voice only.
Okay, that's good. You were in trance there. Very nice. Very nice.
I couldn't go anywhere.
You couldn't go anywhere.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. What about Vimlesh? Where were you? Where were you?
I find peace and freedom with nothing to do.
Yeah. No work to do. And where were you? You were in Fiji, in your village.
Yeah.
In the beach, in Fiji, having nice coconut water, right? Easy going.
Yeah.
Come on. And say, Prabhuji, you also come. So we all will come to Fiji, no problem, you know. All right, that's good. That's good. Anyone else like to participate, please? All the big stalwarts. Shizadu, where were you?
Prabhuji, actually, I had done this before, so normally I had done this before, so I didn't really much focus on this, but I know When I did that, actually, I was on a tropical island
Yes.
with the white sand, and there was a coconut tree which was bent.
This is bent.
Yeah, yeah. And I can see the people are swimming on the beach. So that was my,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So we saw that when my instructions were one. So where, visualize yourself in a tropical island, wherever, paradise. And all of us saw different things. Some of you saw you were in forest. I don't know what forest tropical enjoyment is, but lion or tiger, but hey, it's your enjoyment, it's your life. I don't mind. That's all right, I can also be in forest. I also love mountains, Don't you worry about it. But that's all right. Now, even though you were in forest, three of you, I'm sure your forest would have been different. Your trees would have been different, your experience would have been different. So this proves that we all are individuals. We all think differently. The same point we see from different visions. Okay? So in any preaching, it is very important that we try and bring some kind of measurement where we can have some kind of an understanding, where a vision is one, and all information that we are getting from everybody, from everywhere we can learn, we bring it back to our understanding, and then we digest it. Otherwise, we listen to everybody, we get confused. So the information that we're given, this information is very important information. This information is pure information of our understanding of this material world, of understanding of who created the material world, and understanding of how we can understand and love the Creator. This information is very unique to each parampara. Remember this point. Our parampara, this knowledge is coming from the disciplic succession. Right from Krishna, he gave information to Brahma, the first created being, and from Brahma to Narad Muni, and all coming down to Srila Prabhupada. The knowledge is undiluted, remains the same. Similarly, if you listen to somebody else, they may have another parampara which may not be from Brahma. Okay, they may be some impersonalist. So, listening to everybody will confuse you every time. But it's once you understand our parampara, our thinking, and when you are convinced about it, only then we advise you, then open your ears and eyes and learn from everyone. You understand this point? Don't misunderstand this point. You must understand this point. We are not forcing anybody to think in a particular way. We all are individuals. In our individual way, we can love Krishna. But there are certain principles that we follow. That is, first is that God is a person. The first important thing. God is not impersonal. The second important thing that we understand and we know from this parampara is that we as individual souls, not as body but the soul, are also individual. And we remain individual. We don't become one. Becoming one is another parampara. There's another understanding, which is not a complete understanding. You will get information about this as we go. But we always remain separate from God. And our parampara or disciplic succession comes from a great acharya called Madhvacharya. Can you repeat yourself, please? What is the name again? Madhvacharya. So if you see Madhvacharya, just type your Google Madhvacharya, type Madhvacharya, and you'll see Madhvacharya sitting with a Vaishnava tilak, and he has got like this. He shows this way. Two fingers, two, like this. That means God and soul always remain separate. They don't become one. Okay, this is what he teaches. Now we are Brahma, means from Brahma, Madhva means from Brahma, Madhvacharya, Brahma, Madhva, and we are a little specialized from there. Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Vaishnava Sampradaya. So the Madhva Sampradaya, which is overarching, he's our Acharya of the whole system, Parampara, Madhvacharya. We are slightly with it specialized, which is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's specialty, which is Gaudiya. Gaudiya meaning they are those Vaishnava authorities which lived in East Bengal and West Bengal, modern day. So the West Bengal is in India, as we know, as a state, and East Bengal is Bangladesh. Okay, and that is where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in West Bengal, and all his associates appeared in similar places in East and West Bengal. So that's why it's called Gaudiya Desh. It was called Gaudiya country. So we are Brahma, from Brahma, Madhvacharya, yeah, and we're specialized with Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. Is it okay? Did I explain this point clearly? Did I confuse any one of you?
No. Hare Krishna Prabhu, just want to clarify one more thing.
Yeah.
When we're talking about Madhvacharya and when he's showing the two figures, is
Yes.
also Dvaitavad and Advaitavad?
Yeah, it's called Dvaitavad. Two.
Okay,
Dvaita means two. Advaita means one. Shankaracharya taught Advaitavad is one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Advaitavad is the Mayavad philosophy. We will teach you all this Advaitavad also over a period as we go further.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Thank
this
you
is
very much.
thank you, Prabhu. This is called Dvaitavad. Two. We are Dvaitas. Okay. Is it all right? And all our understanding is reinforcing this point. All our understanding of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhāgavatam is from this point.
Yeah.
Whereas other like Shankaracharya and all that, they will understand from their Advaitavad philosophy. This gets a bit technical, and as on your interest comes, we'll give you more information. Like I'm very interested in these things, but some devotees are not. It's okay, fine, we are Advaitavad. All right, all good, But if you are going to become preachers, especially in India, anywhere in the world too, so we have to understand these two things very clearly. All right, is it okay? Lovely. Anybody else has not understood? Is everybody understood this clearly? Mukund?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Very nice. Priyanka, is it okay?
Yes, Guruji.
On the point, Divyanshi? She was busy?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Sorry.
Privilesh, all right? You understand this one? You're with us for some time, so you would know.
Yes, understood. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now with this, because of all these different understandings, preaching is generally not done by those who are completely absorbed in Krishna's thinking. They say everybody is Krishna conscious. No need to preach. But preaching is done by people who are a bit at a lower level, and they preach. It requires a lot of effort, a lot of understanding, a lot of passion is involved, getting work done, and all those things. Yeah. All right. Okay. Please, let's continue with our discussion now. So Priyanka, can you continue reading, please? Bob.
Second class. Bob, who is saying this? Srila Prabhupada, Krishna Das Kaviraj, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, Puri Sera, Kita Heta Muni Se Lagista, CC ADI 5.205. He is okay. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Leela 5.205. He is not making a show. He is.
I'm more sinful.
Okay, I'm more sinful than Jagai and Madai, and even lower than the worms in the stool.
He's given the reference of this particular verse. That's what it is. Yeah?
Okay.
Continue.
He is not making a show. He is feeling like that I am the lowest. Everyone is best, but I'm the lowest. Everyone is engaged in Krishna's service. I'm not engaged. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Oh, I have not a pinch of devotion to Krishna. I cry to make a show. If I had been a devotee of Krishna, I would have died long ago. But I am living. That is the proof that I do not love Krishna. That is the vision of the best devotee. He is so much absorbed in Krishna's love that he says, everything is going on, but I am the lowest. Therefore, I cannot see God. That is the best devotee."
Yeah, but don't feel that those who are really not advanced, they also say we don't see God. Don't make them sing. Don't make them into pure devotees. Take it. Don't be fooled by this. There are some symptoms from which we can understand who's a pure devotee and who's not. Right, please continue.
Bob, so a devotee must work for everybody's liberation? Srila Prabhupada, yes, a devotee must work under the direction of a bona fide spiritual master, not imitate the best devotee. Bob, excuse me.
Who's a bona fide spiritual master? Who's a bona fide spiritual master?
Who comes
Who's advanced in spirituality?
Yes. 1 minute, Mukunda. Just Priyanka.
Who is advanced in spirituality? Who is more advanced in spiritual practice?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mukund.
who comes into the Vaishnava Parampara or the four Sampradayas?
Yes, so this is bona fide sampradayas are there, disciplic succession, and ours is what I said, Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya, Vaishnava Sampradaya. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. And a spiritual master is one who gives knowledge, right? You must understand this point.
Okay.
Right. That is the point to be understood. And here we are learning from Srila Prabhupada. Same information. Okay, should we move on?
Yes. Bob, excuse me. Srila Prabhupada, one should not imitate the best devotee. Bob, imitate? Oh, I see. Shama Sundara, one time you said that sometimes you feel sickness or pain due to the sinful activities of your devotees. Can sometimes disease be due to that? Caused by that? Srila Prabhupada, you see, Krishna says, Aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksha isyami ma sucha.
Very good.
I will
Yeah, read the
abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear.
This is from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66. Krishna says this, assurance is given. Yeah, very important assurance. Right.
Okay. I will deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So Krishna is so powerful that he can immediately take up all the sins of others and immediately make them right. But when a living entity plays the part on behalf of Krishna, he also takes the responsibility for the sinful activities of his devotees. Therefore, to become a guru is not an easy task. You see, he has to take all the poisons and absorb them. So sometimes, because he is not Krishna, sometimes there is some trouble. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has forbidden, don't make many shishyas, many disciplines, but for preaching work, we have to accept many disciples. For expanding preaching, even if we suffer, that's a fact. The spiritual master has to take the responsibility for all the sinful activities of his disciple. Therefore, to make many disciples is a risky job unless one is able to assimilate all the sins. Vancha kalpa tarubhyasa cha karpa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavabhyo namo namah. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotee of the Lord. They are just like desire trees who can fulfill the desires of everyone, and they are full of compassion for the fallen conditioned soul. He takes responsibility for all the fallen souls. That idea is also in the Bible. Jesus Christ.
Now, don't think that taking sins is only the business of a guru. Don't think like this. I'll give you an insight on material life. If you are a leader of any group, you take the sin of your group or members also. If you cheat them. You are a father in a family, you take sins of your wife and children. Don't say, I don't take it. It's your problem. Material world, your father, you take the sin. Your leader, take the sin. Your mother, take the sin. Mother also takes the sin of the child till the time the child is 5 years old. Yes. Grandfather, more sins. Our life is full of sins. We don't know this because they don't teach you in schools. But they teach you in the school to judge, to say, no, this is wrong. Where can I see sins? I don't believe in sins. So they teach you this in the school. But do they teach you why there are sins, why there are suffering? Sins means suffering, is it not so? Many of you young people, 20s, I always say, 17, 20, there's a problem with you guys. You have not seen enough life to feel the suffering. But if you experience, you will know suffering. You say yes, you suffer, you say no, you are suffering. Papa, I want this. No, why not? Suffering. Papa, I want this. Yes, good. Why suffering? Again suffer. Say this, suffer, say that. So material world is full of suffering. Full of suffering. There is no other option. No other option. And the difficulty is, if you say no, they say, why not? So you have to explain to them why not. Because it's not good for you. So we must understand this point, that taking suffering is not only in spiritual things, it is material things also. So before you get married, think 10 times. Now our devotees are going for the intermediate program. They'll be leaving now soon. So remember this. It's very important. That's why whenever any decisions we take, decisions have to be thought about clearly. And based upon it, good actions have to be taken. And that is the point where Prabhupada is saying here that a devotee genuinely works for the liberation of the masses, whom he doesn't even know. And don't have a misunderstanding that we are doing this here, WECAN program. No, we are doing it on behalf of our Guru, ultimately behalf of Srila Prabhupada. We have no authority. Who am I to give you liberation, talk about liberation? I'm suffering myself. So when you become mother for ladies, think about this before you do that. Unfortunately, today's world, nobody is thinking like this. They don't teach you this. That's why they're suffering. Always wanting money, 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 money. It ends in money, not in happiness. Imagine this if you had to think about happiness. Yeah, I use this word. One country talks about gross domestic, every country talks about gross domestic product, right? GDP. One country talks about gross domestic happiness. I use this all the time. The past people will know. Do you know which country it is?
Yes, Prabhu.
You have to keep quiet. Yes. Who else? Anybody, please? Which country talks about gross domestic happiness of its people? They measure it every year. America? Top country in the world, does it like this? Right? You want to follow America. Whatever America is right. Mukund, tell me, you know?
Is it from Europe, from
Europe?
Switzerland?
Switzerland? Oh,
I'm just guessing.
Switzerland only wants people's money, black money. Don't worry about happiness. Don't you worry about it.
Japan, maybe.
Japan, you had one chance. You took two chances. Japan, no, Japan is wrong. Anybody else, please?
Denmark.
Denmark. Who's this? English? Your voice changed, man.
You know, my son.
He's your son. Hi. What's his name? What's his name?
Vivan.
Vivan. Nice to see you, Vivan. After a long time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good on you, mate. Good on you. Unfortunately, your answer is wrong. It's not Denmark. Good try. Good try. Good try.
Is it Bhutan?
Bhutan. Who's this? Who gave the answer?
Abhiram.
Abhiram. Yes, that's right. Parth was saying this for us. That's right. It's Bhutan. And if you want to go to Bhutan, hey, I want to buy a ticket and go to Bhutan, not allowed. You have to write a written permission, and they allow only certain number of people every year. Maybe some 10,000 people you tourists every year. That's it. They don't allow people to go there. It's Bhutan. And it's very interesting. Even there, if you want to build a house, if suppose you're building a house in Bhutan in a village, the whole village will come to make your house. Help you with the building of the house. And we selfish, we say, thank you very much, we go away. And if somebody else wants to make the house, we say, I'm very busy right now. Yeah, I can't come. Not allowed. If somebody else makes the house, we also have to go there, dig the house for him. Yeah, that is Bhutan. That's called gross domestic happiness. All right. Okay, you understand this point? So even in the material world, suffering is there. In the material world, also something good is there. Okay, their whole philosophy is based upon Buddhism. Right? Okay, right. Can you continue, Priyanka?
Yes, Guruji. I offer my...
I don't even like to call Prabhuji. I don't know. Just Prabhu is all right. Prabhu is also very high standard for me. But please, no Guruji. I'm nobody Guruji, please. Yes, I feel very awkward, you know. Thank you. Thank you for kind words. Yes, please.
He takes responsibility for all the fallen souls. That idea is also in the Bible. Jesus Christ took all the sinful reactions of the people and sacrificed his life. That is the responsibility of a spiritual master. Because Krishna is Krishna, he is Apapa Vidha. He cannot be attacked by sinful reactions, but a living entity is sometimes subjected to their influence because he is so small. Big fire, small fire. If you put some big thing in a small fire, the fire itself may be extinguished. But in a big fire, whatever you put in is all right. The big fire can consume anything.
Yes. There is God, the difference between God and living entity. God is big fire, we are small fire. We are sparks of fire, you know? That's what we are.
Okay.
Yes. Please continue.
Bob, Christ's suffering was of that nature. Srila Prabhupada, Bob, was Christ's suffering? Srila Prabhupada, that I have already explained. He took the sinful reactions of all the people. Therefore, he suffered. Bob, I see. Srila Prabhupada, he said, that is in the Bible, that he took all the sinful reactions of the people and sacrificed his life. But these Christian people have made it a law for Christ to suffer while they do all nonsense. Bob gives a short laugh. Such great fools they are. They have let Jesus Christ make a contract for taking all their sinful reaction so they can go on with all nonsense. That is their religion. Christ was so magnanimous that he took all their sins and suffered. But that does not induce them to stop all these sins. They have not come to that sense. They have taken it very easily. Let Lord Jesus Christ suffer and we will do all nonsense. Is it not? Bob, it is so.
Who knows about Christianity? They have this concept which says that Jesus has come to take our sin. This is a fact. This is what they do. Jesus took our sin. You know, so sometimes preachers come to us and say, Christian preachers, you know, that Jesus took our sin, everyone's sin. I said, yes, he took my sin too. And they're very surprised to hear, you know, this point. I said, yes, because he is a pure devotee of the Lord, he's Son of God. He's the best son. So how can we dispute this? No, he took my sin also. You know? So when he took the sin, then why do you commit more sins? That is the point to be understood. If somebody is so magnanimous, shows you the right direction, and we don't follow the instructions, meaning what? We just take advantage. Yeah. So this is what we have to be very careful of these things. If somebody is helping us, never take advantage of that person. Be thankful. Always be thankful. Being thankful will always guide you to the right path. Grateful, ungrateful. Be always grateful. Always remain grateful. Krutagna. Don't become Krutagna. No. Yes, please continue.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, I have a question. Can I ask?
Yes, please.
Prabhu, like, let's say that, a spiritual master has taken the sins of who they give initiation to. What happens after the spiritual master departs to be a member of Krishna Leela, eternal Leela, and the disciples still commit sins? So where do those sins go?
See, last week we discussed about this, but we must understand this concept. We'll go a bit deeper on the subject, okay?
Okay, Prabhu.
Now, you mean to say that you become sinless only after initiation?
No, Prabhu. What I mean to say is, like, initiation.
No, it's not a question to you.
Okay.
This is not for you. This is a bit different point. Because it's a common misunderstanding amongst devotees to say that at the time of initiation only you become sinless. No. Chanting of Krishna's names purifies all sins. Namacharya Sri Haridas Thakur says that even if once you take the name of Krishna innocently, that will counteract the sins of all your lifetimes which you accumulated. So, when you are chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So, even before your initiation, you are sinless. But again, we become sinful. If you are not confident that the chanting of the holy name can destroy all the sins of the material world, then why are you chanting? This concept has to be understood. This is a wrong concept people have got. Yes, at the time of initiation, Guru takes the karma, okay, to give the impetus so that the disciple to move forward. But the disciple is sinless before that. Why are you chanting? And there are different kind of initiations. Don't be caught up with one initiation. There are Amar Agnar Guru Hoya Tara E Desh Jare Dako Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says this point, Diksha is made up of two words, Di and Ksha. Di means Divya Gnan, knowledge. That's why we say without Guru you have no knowledge. Guru bina Gnan nahi, there is knowledge. And Ksha means sin, absolves sin. So knowledge you're already getting here, Srila Prabhupada. And when you are serious, then if you want to do DT worship, that's when you require a living mantra. That is given by the Guru in Diksha. That is the only reason, that is the only point. But we have misunderstood this whole concept. And this is a fact. Chanting of the holy name can take you back to Godhead. That doesn't mean you should not take Diksha. You must take Diksha. But if you are interested in deity worship, Diksha, the living mantra is needed for doing deity worship. Either in your home or the temple or wherever. Yeah, we understand this point? That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has opened up everything for these people of Kali Yuga to say just do it, especially for Indian body people. He says this, Bharat Bhumira Janma Hoila Yar, Janma Shatak Kari Karo Paropakar. Those who are born in India and have Indian heritage around the world, they have big responsibility. Two things they have big responsibility. They can do two things. First is they have to become fully Krishna conscious, love of Godhead they should have. And second, Karo Paropakar. They must do benefit other people by spreading this knowledge of Krishna consciousness. That's it. This is the truth. This is a fact. Yes, everything is all confused and concocted in organizations. You should understand now?
Yeah, Prabhuji, but the point about Jesus Christ was there, right? We Christians say that he took the sins, and then so after he departed from this world, Jesus Christ left this world, and if Christians are still doing sins, is Jesus Christ still taking those sins? Like, is it a perpetual cycle of sin taking and doing, taking, doing?
It is technically said that a guru will not go back to Godhead unless all his disciples are liberated.
Okay.
But again, Krishna is very merciful. So Krishna arranges for this for the guru, not to be held up. But these are technical things. You're taking responsibility. That's why guru means also husband, father, grandfather, leader, and a guru, spiritual guru. In the discipline, bona fide guru, discipline succession. All are gurus. But this is the truth. This is technical things. You cannot be liberated unless all disciples are liberated. That's why Mahaprabhu says, don't take too many disciples. Even if you take, don't take too many. You see? Like Srila Prabhupada's guru's guru did not have any disciples. He didn't want to take any disciples. Only one disciple he took to Srila Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj. Whose guru? Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. Yeah? Also, there are Siksha gurus. Like Gaur Kishore Das Babaji's Siksha guru is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Siksha guru is Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. His Diksha guru is somebody else, whom he doesn't even talk about. Abhinam Prabhu, do you know this?
Yes.
Yes. So the Siksha line is very important. Naveen Mahashay. It doesn't even talk about him. But we accept Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. So Siksha is very important. Madhavendra Prabhu, you are right with this, correct?
Yeah, that's right, Prabhuji. Because the reason is Shiksha is very important to elevate in the platform, to progress in a human being from to the higher conscious. That's what you said. It's clearly said, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. See, na danam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kame mama janmani janmeshwari bhavatat bhakti rahitaki.
Yes.
See, that's what he don't want any number of followers. Is exactly true.
Yes.
That's great, Prabhuji. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, there's a nice class by Bhanu Swami on this, for Abhiram Prabhu and Mother Prabhu. He speaks about this clearly. He said, we have got whimsical things in ISKCON. He said, ambiguity is going on in ISKCON Guru system. I was surprised. In Melbourne, he gave this class, He says this point, that just in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhāgavatam, it is said, chanting of the Hare Krishna Mantra will take you back to Godhead. Prabhupada writes this point. You require a guru if you want to do deity worship. You need a mantra there. Only for that reason. Otherwise, and a guru is technically needed for that. Otherwise, Siksha Guru takes over everything. And we can have as many Siksha Gurus, you see. And the taking over of the karma is done by the Harinam. And most of the devotees are chanting 16 rounds anyways. Even one round if you chant is taking your karma away. You take the name of Krishna, takes your karma away, honestly. We saw it in the example of Ajamil. You see, Ajamil, he was a Brahmana boy. He was trained up in Krishna consciousness by his father. But what happened was, as a young boy, he didn't have so much training. In the middle of the training, he saw one prostitute having sex with another, rubbish man on the street. So he got very agitated by this. So he gave up his brahmacharya. And he fell in love with this prostitute and had children with the prostitute. He had a family also. But because of that earlier training by his father, he kept the name of the first child as Narayan. Youngest child as Narayan. He had many children to the prostitute. He practically left his wife, stayed with the prostitute throughout his life. And the youngest child was Narayan. He called him child as Narayan. And he did all things wrong. He grabbed money from people to maintain his family, cheated, everything doing wrong. Such a nice boy became like this. But at the time of death, with all this nonsense that was going on, when he became old, 80, and the Yamdutas came to catch him at the time of his death, he became so afraid that he naturally called his son Narayan, help me, small child playing somewhere. Now, when he said that Narayan, the Yamdutas came and he said, hey, you may call Narayan, but we want to take you to Yamraj. He's going to punish you. Immediately at that time, the Vishnudutas came of Lord Vishnu's carriers, his soldiers, Lord Vishnu. They said to Yamdutas, they said, what are you doing? He said, no, this rascal is dying. And we're taking him to Yamaraj. He's done everything wrong in his life. They say, hey, you guys don't know scriptures, do you? Vishnudutas said to them. So what do you mean we don't know scriptures? So tell me the scriptures. They say, here is his life. He has done everything wrong. He cheated people. He left his wife, married with a prostitute. He was eating meat. All these things, all this going on. They said, okay. The scriptures say that at the time of death, he took the name of Narayan or Krishna. That means he'll come with us. He'll go back to Godhead. They say, how is it possible? There was a fight. They took him off. He said, don't touch him. Vishnudutas told him. And they took this Narayan, this guy, back to Godhead. He did not back to Godhead. He took another birth, and got another chance again. Ajamil. So this Yamdutas went to their boss, Yamaraj, to saying that this happened today. And we are feeling very, they say, you are our boss. You tell us, he said, they told him, you tell us to go and pick up rascals who are dying, who have not perfected their bhakti, who have lived material lives, and they are the ones whom we should bring to you for suffering, taking another birth. But you never told us this point. There is somebody also may be doing all these wrong things, but took the name of Narayan at the time of death, even unknowingly, he goes back to Godhead. They're very upset. They're a rebellion. They also have the union representative. How is that? You think only you got union in India, on earth or what, So this is what happened. And actually then Yamaraj gave them instructions to say he's correct. They are absolutely right. Vishnudutas are absolutely right. And then he said that unknowingly also, if you take a name of Narayan at the time of death, it is so potent that we cannot touch him. So purify. See? So the purification process begins at the very beginning. Start to check the name of Hare Krishna, bang, so many sins are destroyed. But if we accumulate sin more and more, what can we do? One thing is to not know that you are finishing your sins. We have to act on that platform. That's called human platform. Okay? And we don't want to wait till the time of our death to say that at the time of my death, I'll think about Krishna, I'll go back to Godhead. No, that is wrong thinking. We have to go back to Godhead now when we are in this body. We can be with Krishna. If we think that we can go back to God at the time of death, we have left it too late. It's too late. But at that time, we don't know what our position would be. So better do it now. And we act in such a way that Krishna, with the Guru Sishya Parampara, are very satisfied. He says, yes, we are interested in you. Don't worry. And I can tell you, when you sincerely chant, when you sincerely work for Krishna, Krishna's representatives, authorized representatives, you will see the blessings in your life. I can guarantee you, you will see the blessings in your life. You feel blessed? Tell me, do you feel sheltered? I know all of you feel sheltered? In these programs, do you feel sheltered?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Yes.
very nice, very informative, and very nice explanation you have, Prabhu. rather than other institution or other preaching programs. You got a lot of plenty of the knowledge, and the way you are explaining each and everything very specifically, that is what we record right now. Because people do bhakti, people do devotional, but they are going on the just karne ka, I mean just going. But you explained everything in a particular subject matter very specifically, because Krishna is very much specific, so we also record everything very much specific, and that's what we have very nice shelter here. I really appreciate this program, bro.
Thank you. So if you feel sheltered, this is the proof that something is going right. This is our point, Okay, right. So we'll continue with our discussion, please. Mother will have to read. I just need 5 more minutes, then we'll close today's chapter, please. Yeah, discussion.
Bob, it is so. Srila Prabhupada, they should have been ashamed. Lord Jesus Christ suffered for us, but we are continuing the sinful activities. He told everyone, thou shalt not kill. But they are indulging in killing, thinking, Lord Jesus Christ will excuse us and take all the sinful reactions. This is going on. We should be very much cautious. For my sinful actions, my spiritual master will suffer. So I will not commit even a pinch of sinful activities. That is the duty of a disciple. After initiation, all sinful reaction is finished. Now, if he again commits sinful activities, his spiritual master has to suffer. A disciple should be sympathetic and consider this. For my sinful activities, my spiritual master will suffer. If the spiritual master is attacked by some disease, it is because we are preaching. Never mind, let us suffer. Still, we shall accept them. Therefore, your question was, when I suffer, is it due to my past misdeeds? Was it not? That is my misdeed, that I accepted some disciples who are nonsense. That is my misdeed. Bob, this
Yes.
Bob, this happens on occasions. Srila Prabhupada, yes, that is sure to happen because we are accepting so many men. It is the duty of the disciple to be cautious. My spiritual master has saved me. I should not put him again into suffering. When the spiritual master is in suffering, Krishna saves him. Krishna thinks, oh, he has taken so much responsibility for delivering a fallen person, so Krishna is there. Kauntya Pratijani na me bhaktaha pranashati. Bhagavad Gita as it is 9.31. He quickly becomes righteous and attains lasting peace. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes.
Here it is. Krishna saying directly, right? My devotee never perishes. Yeah. O son of Kunti. Yes.
O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes, because the spiritual master takes the risk on account of Krishna. Bob, your suffering is...
One second. So here, I want you to read this and understand this particular translation. Krishna is telling Arjuna, okay, he's saying, O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. Right? So Krishna is asking Arjuna to say this statement. Now we have to think, why did he ask Arjuna to say this statement? Why he did not himself say that I declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes? This question should be raised. The answer is this, that God, Krishna, he is independent of everybody. He can change decisions by whatever means. He can change it. He decides, he says something today, he may not do it, he may not complete that statement. He may do something else. He is free to do anything and everything. He is completely independent. And devotees love him for that. But Krishna is bound by the promise of his pure devotee. Then he is bound. Then he cannot say, I'm sorry, he said it, I did not say that, That's why he made Arjuna say, Arjuna, now you say that my devotee never perishes. So if we are devotee, we have so much protection is there of Krishna. through his disciples, through his devotees. This is the point to be understood. There is a shelter. Yeah, this is very important verse. And very important understanding of this. I'm just trying to see whether we can finish now in a couple of minutes. Yes, Mother.
Bob, your suffering is not the same kind of pain. Srila Prabhupada, no, it is not due to karma. The pain is there sometimes so that the disciple may know, due to our sinful activities, our spiritual master is suffering. Bob, you look very well now. Srila Prabhupada, I'm always well, in the sense that even if there is suffering, I know Krishna will protect me. But this suffering is not due to my sinful activities. Bob?
I think we just see if there's any change of discussion takes place. 1 minute. Right. I think we will stop here, and because we have discussed today some very important points about sinful reactions. And somebody can make a note. Parth, can you make a note where we are here?
Yes, Prabhuji. I've made a
Write
note.
down this somewhere about, but let us say,
Yeah.
You make a note of this, please. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhuji, done.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So today, quickly to summarize, what we've discussed is very technical, and many misunderstanding takes place even with regular established devotees. I've given information to you very easily. We will rework this again and again. We spoke about our disciplic succession. Yeah. We spoke about that how we can get knowledge from everybody, but we have to bring it back to our parampara. Yeah, our disciplic succession. We spoke about how we are Dvaitavad, basic information, that God is a person, we are also a person, we don't become one. We are called Dvaita. Advaitavad is Shankaracharya's philosophy. Yeah. Where they say it is one, we become one, we don't become one. Our intentions may be one, but we remain separate. Then we spoke about, based upon our understanding about Guru and how does one become sinless. Guru takes a sin, of course it takes a sin, but the sins are absolved before that also. Yeah. In fact, a disciple and the Guru are technically on the same level of spiritual understanding. We again have a wrong understanding to say that Guru is so high and we are so low. No, that's wrong. That's also totally wrong. We have to be in the same level of understanding, spiritual consciousness. Prabhupada writes this in the second canto. The disciple also is that liberated. Not that disciple is not liberated, Guru is liberated. That is wrong. Okay? And we also understood this point that there are Siksha Gurus, there is a Diksha Guru. Why is it needed? This Diksha Guru is needed for the mantra to do deity worship. Otherwise, Siksha Gurus and the Siksha from the Parampara is enough to take you back to Godhead. Diksha has got meaning of Di and Ksha. Di means Divyagnan, Ksha means one who can destroy the sins. So Divyagnan destroys the sins. Divyagnan meaning transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge means coming from Krishna straight, so where we are. And we saw at the end that how Krishna is saying that Arjuna declared boldly that my devotee never perishes. We try and saw that why Krishna told Arjuna to say this. Why he did not say himself. We understood this that Kaunteya pratijanihi namya bhakta pranashyati, 931 Bhagavad Gita. Because Krishna is bound by the promise given by the devotee. All right? Now, we'll come to the discussion today. Does anyone have any questions, please?
Prabhuji, your last point was that Shiksha Guru is as important. Is it necessary that the Shiksha Guru has to be living Shiksha Guru?
We're going to Ritvikism. Shiksha Guru can be Shiksha. No, not necessary.
Not necessary, Prabhu.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Prabhupada are living. When
in
you
his
say
books.
Physically in his books. See, there's another concept. Before I jump to this answer, I must explain to you the answer first. Transcendental personalities, they are never dead. They never die. Because what they are teaching, what information is there, is not related to this world. Okay? So physically they may not be present now, but they give teachings. Shiksha Guru, of course, is there. You cannot say that, okay, somebody died, so we're not going to study what he's teaching. I'm going to do that? No, no. So then how is it said? Yeah. We also saw, so in the summary, I have to say that also. We also saw that even a guru is a husband. Guru is a leader of the community. Guru is a leader of a house, family. Mother is also guru to that extent. Father is a guru of everybody. So you have to take karmas of everybody. So your big responsibility. That's why Rishabdev, Lord Rishabdev is the incarnation of Krishna. He says, Guru na sishyat, Janani na sishyat, Pita na sishyat. Don't become a father, don't become a mother, don't become an uncle, don't become an auntie, don't become a demigod, don't become a guru if you cannot stop the cycle of repeated birth and death of your followers. Don't become. Otherwise suffer. If you give them wrong information. Suffering.
But it's very tough, Prabhu.
Yes, of course. Who says it's not tough? Yeah, of course it's tough. But
because
sorry, please continue.
Prabhu, like, I mean, I'm just taking a practical words, in our sampradayas also, there are a lot of gurus out there and they have a lot of followers. Okay. But then there are some followers definitely, they are going to be entangled or they are still entangled with this material clutches. Okay. So then in that case, whether guru should accept the followers or not?
See, why do you want to accept followers is very important point, So if the disciples want to accept a guru for their living mantra to do deity worship, then you must accept disciples.
Yes, that's true. That's true. That's agreed.
But if the disciple wants to just take a guru for fashion and become guru, it's your business.
So Prabhuji, is it right that if I call myself a disciple of Srila Prabhupada?
No,
right?
That is Ritvikism.
That is wrong.
No, you require a living guru. If you want to accept a guru, you require a living guru. No. We don't accept Ritvikism.
Okay, cool.
There are many who follow, many who accept that way, but it is beyond my purview, but we don't, sorry.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Because you require living mantra. In Diksha meaning living mantra, secret living mantra, which is given for the living person. How we can accept Prabhupada a Siksha Guru, and as I said, chanting Hare Krishna will take you back to Godhead. But this is needed if you are going to take Diksha for deity worship. There's two vidhis. Technically, it goes a little technical. If I don't give you the technical answer now, you'll get a bit confused. There are two kinds of systems. One is called Bhagavat Vidhi. Second is called Pancharatrika Vidhi. So when we talk about the 9 processes of bhakti, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. So the first part, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, comes into Bhagavat Vidhi. Okay, so chanting of the holy name, remembering Krishna, studying scriptures, it's called Bhagavat Vidhi. In Bhagavat Vidhi, you don't require initiation, formal diksha. You require formal diksha only for Pancharatrika Vidhi, to do deity worship for that living mantra. That's it. All that I'm speaking is truth. And you can listen to Bhanu Swami Mahari's class. Very nice Melbourne class on this topic only. If you not read 7th canto of Srimad Bhāgavatam, where they're talking about the description of the 9 processes of bhakti. This is technical for you at this initial stages, but I have to give you this information. It will be more clear over a period of time. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu.
But
yes,
no, Ritvikism, no.
Okay, Prabhu. And Prabhu, as you said, like read 7th canto. So apart from this class, can we start reading Bhagavatam? No? Okay.
See, we are doing understanding the concepts of Bhagavad Gita in individual concepts. Okay. After this, when we feel you are right, you have to write an exams. Okay, where then we will train you after you pass that verbal, simple points. But basically, you understand basic things, and when you become serious, then we'll move you to intermediate program. That is a longish program in between, where we will teach you. There are different tutors like Avinash Prabhu, Sheetal Prabhu, Sanjeev Prabhu, they are the tutors there. So they have been trained by us on this, they've been with for many years. So they will teach you nectar of instruction first, and then you write. That book takes a long time. Okay, you write exams for those. Then after that, we will discuss nectar Sri Isha Upanishad, the second book. Okay, once we do that, then we come to another class of Bhagavad Gita. But this time you'll have fair idea about deity worship also. We'll teach you deity worship also. We teach you the philosophy also. Chanting you will know. Okay. On this. So after that, once you have a clear understanding, then we will suggest you go to Srimad Bhagavatam. But you will get Bhagavatam knowledge with us like this, in between. Jumping will confuse you. Like you're an engineering student now, right? Which year you are in?
My third year.
So how many years are there?
One more left.
One more left. So when you started engineering 3 years ago, in the first year, if you were taught fourth year, will you understand?
No.
Don't understand, right? So similarly like this, But we'll give you all knowledge. It's all up to you, You continue, we are here to continue. We are here to give our time and opportunities to all of you. But good question. Is it okay?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Anyone has any other questions before we finish today's discussion, please?